You've probably heard the expression, men of a certain age. And that expression is not a kind one, and it's aimed at guys just like us. Hell, in fact, there was a comedy show, 10, 12 years ago with Ray Romano called Men of a Certain Age. And the premise of the show was basically the premise of the expression. Guys at our age tend to get soft, lose our edge, lose our drive, lose our focus, lose our hair, lose respect. Really, about the only thing we gain is weight around the middle. And we become a punchline until we slowly devolve into that grumpy old guy telling the kids, hey, get off my lawn. All right, it's a stereotype, right? But it's a stereotype with a kernel of truth in it. Because the fact is, late 40s, early 50s, guys do lose their edge. They do tend to become soft and complacent. And really, we just stop becoming the guys that made us who we are. And there's a reason for that, but it may not be what you think. So if you ask around, well, why is that? Why does that happen? What you're going to hear is that people think it's laziness. Hey man, you got to work harder, you got to try harder, you got to get the edge back. Or it's genetic, or it's just the way things are. In fact, if you went to your doctor and told him your symptoms, he would probably prescribe a drug for you. But the truth is, it's not that you're being lazy. In fact, it's none of those other things. It's one thing only: lack of mission. Stay with me here. For most of your life, you've had a mission, and you didn't even have to think about it. You got up and went to work every day. You provided for your family. You built a life. People needed you. That was your mission without even thinking about it. And then, as we all know, things change. One day, the kids grow up and move out. At work, you slow down, you plateau, maybe you leave entirely. And you don't have that mission anymore. There's no why. There's no purpose behind what you do. And if you don't think it was a mission, why the hell did you get up and go to work every day? Did you really enjoy your job that much? Were you eager on Monday morning to see your coworkers and your bosses and be like, oh wow, this is the greatest thing ever? If you were, that's great, man. You were in the minority. But for most of us, it was because we had to. There was some larger driving force that made us get up and go to work in the morning. That was our mission. So what happens when that mission is done? Well, most guys turn inward. And that's the advice you're going to get from pretty much everywhere you look. Go somewhere else on YouTube and look up the things you're supposed to do when you retire. One of the things they will tell you is, oh man, you got to find a new hobby. You got to find a way to fill that time. And all those things they're going to tell you to do are focused inward on self-growth, self-actualization, self. You know, go to the gym, get a workout schedule, work on your golf game, learn to cook, learn a new language, right? All those things are built on self-actualization, self-improvement. Now, none of those things are bad in and of themselves, right? You've got to take care of yourself. Learning to take care of your body and exercise and eat well is important. Learning to find a way to take care of your mental health, right? Something you relax and enjoy. Those are important. You've earned it after all these years. But here's the thing. None of those are a mission. Now, self-care is important because you have to maintain your capability, maintain your ability to do things. But that's in support of your mission. Those things in and of themselves are not the mission. Because here's the real point. The mission has to be outside of you. Now, I'm not saying you got to do cliche things like go volunteer at the soup kitchen or go walk puppies 3 days a week or any of those things. Now, if that's your bag, please feel free, go do that. But it doesn't have to be that. It can be pretty much anything where you are sharing what you've learned with those outside of you. Okay, I can hear the objections already. Hey Mike, I didn't do anything important. I was just a whatever, fill in the blank, regular working Joe kind of guy. I didn't invent a company, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, right? You're gonna give me some excuse that you don't have anything to offer. Well, first of all, you were born with God-given talents and abilities. And you've spent the last decades of your life honing those, changing those, working on those in an environment completely unique to you. So of the 8 billion odd people there are in this world, there is not a single other person on this planet with your exact set of skills and experience. So please, don't be giving me this "I don't have anything to offer" bullshit. Not up in here. I mean, come on, seriously. You've spent decades working, figuring out how to deal with people, solving problems, sometimes creating problems. You've done things like fix. You've done a myriad of things. You have, the simple point is, you have experience that other guys do not have yet. So it's your job now, maybe your mission, to pass those along in some way, shape, or form. So maybe it's nothing exciting, but it's helping the guy down the street learn how to fix his car, or maybe mow his lawn the right way, or seed his lawn the right way. I don't know. It's becoming the guy that people go to for answers. There are a billion things out there that you could do, experiences and skills that you have that you can share. And here's the key idea. You're not the project anymore. You are now the asset. Now for me, I was taught a whole bunch of things through experience and by guys, particularly in the self-defense side, really talented guys who spent years pounding concepts into my thick skull. And I had to figure out a way to share them. Now, my situation is a little unique. I live about half the year in Panama and half the year in Florida. That's a topic for another video later, maybe. Point being, I had to find something that was mobile, that could move with me and I could share while I was on the road. That's how Old Guy Dojo was born, out of that idea. So that's just me, right? This is about you. Okay, boys, here's the deal. Your first mission may have ended, but that doesn't mean you ended with it. You have something to offer. So stop drifting. Stop focusing inward. Look outside yourself and find your new mission. Okay, that's it. Until next time, be safe and stay formidable, my friends.